The year was 1859, and change was a-brewing. Robert J. Walker, Secretary of Treasury to President James K. Polk, noted that some departments were misplaced and did not fit into their designated areas, such as the General Land Office being a part of the Treasury and the Indian Affairs Office being a part of the Department of War. Walker argued that these and other bureaus should be brought together in a new Department of the Interior.
On March 3rd, 1849, a new day dawned across America when the Department of the Interior was created. The Department of the Interior has an Office of Congressional and Legislative Affairs, which implements legislative goals and strategies for the Department of the Interior, generally pertaining to conservation. The National Park Service is part of the Department of the Interior. The National Park Service directly benefits Americans by giving them an outlet to express their joy over America's beauty. One American has been quoted as saying, crying, acceptable at funerals and the Grand Canyon. If there were no national parks, he wouldn't have that second outlet for his emotions over America's beauty. The National Park Service also indirectly benefits Americans by helping the environment. By preserving trees and indigenous populations of plants and animals, national parks help fight global climate change and extinction. We need more money to preserve America's natural beauty, for the environment, and for Ron Swansons everywhere. We also need money to expand our influence to Americans of all demographics, because national park goers are mostly white people who enjoy sweater vests and sensible hiking boots. The Department of the Interior also houses the Bureau of Indian Affairs. The American population needs to be helping its indigenous peoples after, ravaging their lands and murdering a lot of them. Anyway, one example of a program is that the Interior Department has joined the Chickasaw and Choctaw Nation leaders to announce a major trust settlement on October 10th, 2015. Doing things like brokering negotiations between these two tribes, as well as helping educational programs and organizing the land management within Indian territories are incredibly important parts of what the Department of Indian Affairs does. However, there is still a demand for money because Native American populations living on reservation lands are some of the most impoverished within our country. Michelle Obama, for one, has incorporated her Let's Move campaign in Indian country. However, just trying to tell them that chocolate is evil and to eat vegetables like Michelle Obama has is not enough. We need to be doing more.
The department's programs contribute to the quality of life for many people and communities across the country and help to advance goals for stewardship and energy independence. Nearly every American lives within an hour's drive of lands or waters managed by the department. In 2012, there were 417 million visits to departmentally managed lands. Recreational visits to the department's lands had an economic benefit to local communities, particularly in rural areas, contributing an estimated $45 billion in economic activity in 2012. The department oversees the responsible development of 23% of the United States energy supplies and is the largest supplier and manager of water in the 17 western states. It also maintains relationships with 566 federally recognized tribes and provides services to more than 1.7 million American Indian and Alaskan Native people.
The lands, waters, wildlife, and cultural and historic resources the Department of the Interior oversees are an engine of prosperity for our nation. Energy generated from public lands powers America's homes and businesses. Minerals and timber resources are the building blocks for the products we consume. Grazing helps supply food for our families, and the scenery, recreational opportunities, and shared history that draws Americans to interior lands, supports jobs and businesses in communities across the country.